Welcome to the newsletter. The momentum of the offensive was repelled. Ukraine lost more than 100 troops in the east. On Channel HT New. Pro-Russian forces claimed the Ukrainian offensive in Kherson was repelled and Kiev lost more than 100 troops in the east. Kherson Region Deputy Governor Kirill Stremousov said on November 3 that Russian troops and separatist forces in the Donbass had repelled all attacks by Ukrainian troops in Kherson and that no large groups of Ukrainian troops had emerged along the battle line. The Donbass region in eastern Ukraine includes Donetsk and Lugansk, two territories declared independence and annexed to Russia last month. According to Stremousov, the Ukrainian military is trying to attack in small groups to find holes in the defenses of Russian and separatist forces. They attacked in groups of 100 men and 5 tanks, Stremousov added. The militia of the Donetsk People's Republic DPR today confirmed the casualties of Ukrainian forces in the skirmishes with the Russian army and the DPR forces over the past day. The enemy's manpower loss amounted to about 60 people, DPR said. In the last 24 hours, Russian forces and Donbass separatists destroyed one M777 howitzer, 2 tanks T-64BM and T-72M1 and shot down 2 Ukrainian drones. The spokesman of the militia of the Lugansk People's Republic (LPR), Ivan Filiponenko, announced today that the Ukrainian army has lost about 40 soldiers in the fighting. Military equipment due to the active attacks of the LPR militia. Ukraine lost 40 soldiers, 2 armored personnel carriers, 1 cannon, 4 drones and 15 special motor vehicles, the LPR representative said. According to LPR Assistant Head of Internal Affairs Vitaly Kizlyov, a Ukrainian combat group of about 200 men and more than 10 armored vehicles managed to advance towards the town of Kremenaya in the LPR, but were repulsed. The Ukrainian army managed to gather about 200 soldiers and more than 10 armored vehicles, trying to advance towards Kremenaya, taking advantage of the characteristics of the terrain and the forest belt. However, our reconnaissance force was detected this army in time and a Grad artillery and rocket attack was carried out to repel this army, Kizlyov said. In addition, Ukrainian combat groups were detected in the Torskoye area and an artillery attack was carried out to repel them. Both sides suffered equipment and personnel losses, including those killed and wounded. The enemy has been dispersed and our reconnaissance force is updating information, Kizlyov said. The Assistant Chief of Internal Affairs of the LPR earlier announced that Ukrainian forces had tried to break through the defenses of Russian forces and Donbass militia near Svetovo in Kremenaya, but all efforts were unsuccessful. The Ukrainian army has continuously launched attacks against the positions of pro-Russian forces in the Donetsk and Lugansk regions in the east. Supported by heavy Western-aided firepower, these attacks left much damage to the Donetsk and Lugansk forces. However, the wet weather during the change of seasons is causing many difficulties for Ukraine's offensive momentum. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, share to support and update the latest videos from the HT News channel.